Hello everybody, welcome to Cheri Voyage. Today we're going over the fall 2023 collection, so let's jump right in to the newness. I was very strategic when it came to the pieces that I picked out. I went more towards the warm side with the orange and bronze and kind of golden tones, but if I like the formulation on these products, I will head towards the cool side with the more plummy, darker colors. I do want to say hello to those of you who are new to my channel. My name's Cheri. I'm a professional makeup artist of 25 years, and I did work for Chanel the longest of my career, over a decade. And I have to say, it's fun to see some of the pieces that launched back in the day relaunch kind of in a new fashion with packaging and some of the formulation. And one of the products I want to talk about today is the loose powder, which we'll get into in a second. But I remember when this type of formula came out and it was a pain to apply. And I have looked at other content creators and it seems as though they're having a little bit of problem putting these on as well. So I'm going to show you guys how I was trained to use these type of loose formulas today, and hopefully that will help for those of you who bought this and who are having some complications. That said, let's start with the blush. So here we have the blush in 767 Coral. Now here's the color and the beautiful embossed details with the leaves on there. It's great white yellow color, which will help to brighten the skin, and surrounded by that beautiful terracotta warm orange color. All right, let's go ahead and use a brush from our new Chanel brush collection. So I'm gonna grab one of the brushes that came in here, and I will use the brush that also came with the blush. That sits right in there, and it's nice because it has this little disc to cover it up if you want to just use this for travel. I like to go one direction and the other direction to help evenly disperse the product onto the tip or dome of the brush. Now I haven't played with any of these colors, so we're trying it on for the first time together. Not a lot of shimmer here. Some brightening and some depth. That's lovely. Nice fresh coral color. And I took the blush down further than I normally do. It's a bit too blocky, and I will fix that in a minute. But let's go ahead and go on the other side with the little fan brush. And I will go back and forth, up and down, tapping off, and then you'll lightly flick onto that cheek area, just so there's no hard lines. Ooh, love that. Love it with the brush. You just can't pick up too much, and it helps to really sculpt that area of the face. All right, let's get into these loose powders, which are a bit tricky, but once you learn how to use them, they are beautiful. Now, loose powders are lovely because you can create a really sheer quality to these, and because these have a light shimmer to them, they aren't as bold. So for those of you who have aging lid concerns, you can create a really beautiful eye look with this. So the two colors I have are 408 Acacia, and the second color I got is 406 in Cedre Cuivre. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So let's get into how I approach these shadows. First of all, when you go to open them up, instead of just pulling them out and going straight onto the eye, which will create a mess, what you're going to do is shake it to get the pigments. You can even do this onto the dome tip applicator. And you're going to untwist it, pull it out a bit, and do this. That will knock off any excess powder, so you're not getting it all over the glass lid or all over you. Then when you're applying it to the eye, you're going to bounce it. And then you blend it. Hopefully you're able to see it's not going all over the place because you're pressing it into the skin first with that bouncing technique, and then you're blending it out. Let's go ahead and do the second one, which is 406, and then I'll show you on my lid. So shake, open, tap, do a second tap if you'd like, bounce, and blend. But I know some of you are thinking, apply to the eye, and let's see how it works. As you can see, just the bouncing is enough. Like, look at this. You could just keep bouncing it across to create the shape that you want. So from there, I will blend it out a bit. And we'll use the fluffy side here. And you can soften it quite quickly by just going over that edge. Let's go on with the next color. Now this is the area that I love to blend because it creates a soft, hazy look, just a bit editorial, a little bit rock and roll, beautifully messy. All right, let's go ahead and layer, and let's bounce. I'm going to go in now with the other color, which is 406. Shake, tap. And I'll apply this now right to the center to get a flick of light, or brighten basically the center to create some juxtaposition between light and dark. Now, as you can see, it's just slight, that color variation, but enough to create some interest with your eye look. Now I want to note, no fallout. Do you see I don't have anything under here, which I'm seeing with people trying to use these. They're saying it's just falling out all over. So tap, bounce, blend. I'm going to take the same color that I have on the center and use the tip of this applicator to wrap it around the lower lash line. All right, so 2 different eye looks. Let's soften this though even a bit more for those of you that like a softer eyeshadow look. I'm taking the brush here, the fluffy side. I'm just going to work around the edges. Bring it up to the brow bone. So as a makeup artist tip, us makeup artists like to either go one way or the other normally, meaning we want something like bold and graphic and striking, or it's that editorial commercial work where it's supposed to be light and natural and everyday effortless and the no makeup look, which means that there is no hard lines. So this is the no hard lines, very soft, hazy eyeshadow look. So overall, I really enjoy these, but I also know how to approach them. They're not going to be for everybody. They're just not. Some people are going to get these and think that they're just too much of a hassle. It'll feel too complicated. And I totally get it. So it is something to note. Just take a little bit more time when approaching these. But I already know there's going to be some people who absolutely love these and some people who are not going to like them as much. But I do say give one a try and see what you think, because once you get used to it, they're really beautiful and really great for traveling. All right, let's finish the look with some lips. Now I have dry little lips, so I'm always looking for hydration and some luster, because the hydration obviously is going to help with the dryness and the luster will help with the fullness. Some of the lipsticks I like to use are the Dior lip oil. I really enjoy the Chantecaille lip chic. I really love the Guerlain or Guerlain BB lip balm, incredible. And these, because they have that kind of finish as the others that I mentioned. Now I got the color 125 and 150. I'm going to start off with 150 first because that's ease. It's a little bit lighter. Ooh, this is prettier than I thought. I'm so glad. So this went a little warmer rather than sallow. Nudie color, one that I haven't played with, I don't think ever. These colors I really gravitate away from, and I'm loving this. You guys know I like to play with my products in several ways, so let's go ahead and do a couple swatches on the cheeks. I think it'll be a beautiful cheek color. I always like a little dew on the outer apple of the cheek and brought towards the center just a bit. Sweetness, 152. Gorgeous. This is the one. This is the one that I would tell everybody to get, light, medium, deep skin tone, because it's just going to look like a beautiful everyday look. It's not too bold, but it does pick up the complexion. It has depth to it. It has enough brightness to it, and it's just a beautiful fall color. All right, let's take this juicy sweetness and put a strike here on the apple of the cheek and blend. Chanel's one of those brands that I absolutely love. I will state that right away. But every now and then I think, do I really need that? and then I end up buying it. And when I start playing with it, I remember why I'm always impressed when it comes to Chanel. And that's the color story, which I've talked about often. It's just well curated. It's a full couture house, so you have a lot of eyes and a lot of expertise when it comes to how they put their color stories together. The formula is lovely. It has that French aesthetic and formulation that creates a buttery, beautiful finish, especially for my clients who are in their regal years, who need to have a softer approach when it comes to formulations. And once again, I have to say, when it comes to the Chanel fall collection, it's absolutely gorgeous, but I will state that it's not going to be for everybody when it comes to certain products. The loose shadows, you know? And although I love this and can see me using it year round, some of you might already have products that are similar in color. So once again, it comes down to how much you love the brand, what your budget is, but overall, I personally am really happy with it, and I could see me using quite a few of these products in my pro kit. Now, if you guys like the content, you enjoy the artistry or the education, or just sitting back and enjoying watching me play with makeup, the best way to support myself as well as any other content creator that you guys are getting inspired from, learning from, is to support us by using affiliate links, subscribing, leaving us a comment, and hitting that thumbs up. This is all based on a crazy algorithm, so you guys helped push us through that algorithm. And if you guys want more, you can head to TikTok or Instagram, where I do mini tutorials and show you guys sneak peeks of what's coming up. And you can also head to CheriVoyage.com to look at my portfolio if you'd like to book me for a one-on-one artistry lesson. All right, everyone, as always, continue to take care of you, continue to take care of each other, be kind to one another, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now, everybody.